Let's talk Cam Newton. Scott Pioli was personnel director under Bill Belichick in Pioli's stint with the Patriots from 2000 through 2008. And on CBS Sports Radio the other day, Pioli said he cannot see Cam Newton and Belichick coexisting because they'd be, quote unquote, oil and water. Pioli said that Belichick believes that football is far more important than entertainment, while Cam believes that football and entertainment are equal partners. And Pioli went on to say, in today's football, they are equal partners, but that Belichick has the soul of a football man. So, Shannon Sharpe, do you believe that Cam and Belichick would work well together?
Yeah. How many people said the very same thing, that Randy Moss and Coach Belichick could not work? If Randy had brought the same behavior that he exhibited in Minnesota the last couple of years, what he had taken to Oakland and brought that to New England, how would that have worked out? But Randy understood, how many more opportunities am I going to get? So he got to New England and he conformed to what the Patriot way, so to speak. I believe Cam would do that. Cam, you have to understand, Skip, when you're without a job, maybe I had a job, Skip, that I wore a T-shirt. Well, I got relieved of my duty on that job. Now, the next job requires me to wear a shirt and tie. Well, I ain't wearing no shirt and tie. The last 10 years, I've been wearing a T-shirt. Skip, you conform. You're looking for occupation. You're looking for work, gainful employment. So, obviously, Cam would have to modify. And if he's unwilling to modify, well, he wouldn't have a job. But I do believe Cam would understand some of the antics that he displayed in Carolina is not going to fly in New England. He understands that. And I believe Cam would be willing to conform. It's easy to say, well, this wouldn't work, that wouldn't work. But they said the very same thing about Randy Moss and Coach Belichick. And Randy worked his tail off because we saw plays in Oakland, we saw plays in Minnesota, that he'd lasted one day in Coach Belichick in New England had he exhibited that type of behavior and that type of effort. So I believe Cam could. Now, Skip, it's hard to really know what the Patriots are thinking because they keep everything to the vest. Oh, they love this guy. Oh, they love that guy. No, they don't. They go in a totally different direction. Oh, they really love Lamar Jackson, and they never work Lamar out. Oh, they love this guy, and it's always someone you least expect. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo was on their radar, Skip. Jared Stidham probably was on anybody's radar as far as going. So you don't know what they're thinking. But I believe Cam could work, but he would have to make some concessions with how he plays and how he behaves. Absolutely.
You make a lot of good points that I would like to believe. But Shannon, in the end, Randy Moss played receiver. Tom Brady played quarterback. Tom Brady has a long, well-earned reputation for teaching receivers or wayward players how to do it the right way in New England. So again, the buffer between Belichick and any new Patriot was always Tom Brady saying, hey, this is how we do it here. And yeah, he can be a little bit of a dictator, but you just got to roll with it because we're going to win games this way. So Randy Moss said, okay, that's the way we got to do it because the GOAT is throwing me passes. He wasn't yet the GOAT, but he was becoming the GOAT. And again, Belichick could take chances on Chad Ochocinco or even last year Antonio Brown because he could trust that Brady would sort of show them the way it works in New England, and that they'd say, okay, because Brady would work hard to keep them involved, get them involved in the offense. So again, if all of a sudden Cam is the quarterback, I don't think Belichick could live with that. I don't think he could coexist with that because I'm not sure Cam Newton could change the way he is. He's a force. He has huge aura and huge presence, and he can't help himself. He wants to have the last word. He wants to be the face of and the voice of the organization. And you know and I know Coach Belichick has the last word because he has the only word in that organization. And as desperate as Cam might be, I just don't know if he could suddenly say, okay, I'm not that guy anymore, because that guy cannot be a backup quarterback. He can't mentor Jared Stidham. It's not the way he's built. Brett Favre couldn't mentor Aaron Rodgers. So to me, Belichick wouldn't choose Cam, because Belichick is trying to show Brady, watch what I can do without you. And in so doing, Belichick doesn't want to say, I'll go get a former MVP in Cam Newton. Watch what I can do with the former MVP. Well, he was the MVP. We all know Cam played at great levels in this league. If he hadn't gotten beat up and hurt finally, he'd still be playing at a very high level and would be a hot commodity on the open market. But we know he's got all kinds of injury situations, and right now it's hard for teams to bet on him, because they can't even bring him in for a physical with their own team doctors, the way under the quarantine we're all under right now. So the point is,
yes,
would Bill Belichick say, I'll take that guy, the MVP, to replace Tom Brady? No, he's going to say, watch what I can do with the 4th-round draft pick. I got another Tom Brady right on schedule. I'm ready to go forward with Jared Stidham. And as backup, he needs Brian Hoyer, because Brian Hoyer's on his 10th NFL stop, and he's got no ego, and he knows the Patriot way, because this is the 3rd time he's been a Patriot. So the ideal for Belichick is Jared Stidham, unless he wants to draft a quarterback. Maybe he does at 23 or try to move up. I don't know. I'm not sure a quarterback's going to be there that he's going to want. But again, to me, Cam would be the last choice that Bill Belichick would make.
Skip, the number one skill for survival is not speed, it's not strength, it's not size. The number one key for all species to survive is adaptability. The ability to adapt. If you do not adapt, you become extinct. That's what happened to the dinosaurs. They could not adapt, they became extinct. The alligators learned how to breathe in water, they survived. You see, Cam Newton, if you want to survive in the NFL, you must adapt. You see, Skip, for Coach Belichick doesn't have to win with Stidham. He doesn't have to win. He just has to win a Super Bowl with a quarterback other than Tom Brady for him to get the credit. That's all he does. Because everybody says Cam Newton is not the same Cam that won the MVP in 2015. So if Coach Belichick go get Joe Shoebox and win a Super Bowl, he wins. Just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady just had to go somewhere other than New England and win a Super Bowl for him to get the credit that he deserved. Skip, he could have gone to a prominent, go to the Giants or go to one of these great organizations. He's like, nah, I just need to go somewhere and win a Super Bowl without you. Coach Belichick, all Coach Belichick has to do is win a Super Bowl with a quarterback not named Tom Brady. And that's what he's going to try to do. It might not work out with Stidham. It looks to me, he believes it can. But he just needs to win a Super Bowl with a quarterback not named Tom Brady. And Cam, if he wants a job, has to understand, in order to survive, you must be willing to adapt.
For Cam's sake, I hope you are right about that. So let's talk about another of Shannon's favorite quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, who says he can play like Tom Brady into his 40s. No way. Stay tuned.